So we'll start seated, and then we're just going to do a little bit of general warm-up for the upper body. So we'll start with a few neck stretches, dropping the chin down. We'll take about 3 breaths here. And then we'll bring the right ear over the right shoulder. Deep breaths. And then chin back down to the chest. And then left ear over left shoulder. Okay, down to the chest. Inhale, right ear over right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear over left shoulder. And again, back to center, over the right, and center, and over the left. Coming back to center, lifting the head up. We're going to roll the shoulders a few times. And the other way. Good. Inhale the arms up, interlace the fingers, lift. And as you lift, we're going to bend over to one side. Breathing deeply into the side body that's extended. And coming up. And to the other side. Again, taking a deep breath into the extended side. Coming up. Placing that hand to the floor down and curving even more into this. Deep breath. And rotate the chest up. And then shift so that you're facing forward, swing across to the other side and lifting the other arm into a curve. And then rotate the chest up, deep breath. And rotate down one more time, sweep across to the other side, rotating the chest up, reaching long on that extended arm. And rotating down, coming across one more time, up and over, and then back to center. Hands on the knees. We're going to arch the back, inhale, look up. Exhale, round the back, pulling away from the knees. Hands are holding and you're leaning back. And then one more time, inhale, arch. And round. Okay, we'll do a little bit for the wrists. Bring the hands together, interlace the fingers. We're going to roll the wrists around. Good. Send the hands forward, tuck the thumbs, wrap the fingers, and roll the wrists. Big circles. Good. Circles the other way. Very good. Pull all the fingers back on one hand, like so, including the thumb. And switch. Okay, so now we're going to bring the fingertips to the floor, palms facing forward, bringing the hands down. They don't have to touch all the way. If you're all the way forward like this, just lean back or bend the elbows. We really want to feel this in the fingers, the forearms, and the wrists. Deep breaths. Couple more deep breaths as we're just trying to relax through the forearms and wrists and fingers. And then very slowly peel the hands back off the floor. Don't move them, don't scrunch the fingers. Just let the back of the hands rest down on the knees and breathe. And then we'll shake them out. And then we're going to bring the feet out in front of us. We're going to do a few different things for the small parts. We're just going to flex the feet, bringing the toes toward you. And then point the feet. And flex. Point. And flex, separate the toes as far apart as you can, making space. And point. And flex, separating the toes. And point. Good. Part the feet, we're going to make circles with the ankles. Good, and then circles the other way. And then we're just going to begin with a bound angle. So bringing the soles of the feet together. Don't really need many props at the moment, but if you would like, you're welcome to put something under the knees, like so, or have something to lean on in front of you. Take your time rounding your back, dropping your head. We'll be here just for a couple of minutes, breathing deeply. Take 3 more deep breaths. And then slowly walk your way up. Now, before we let the legs change, we're going to bring the arms behind the back and clasp the forearms. Deep breaths, lifting the chest. And release the arms. Now we're going to open the legs wide. You don't need to be too concerned. We're not here for 5 minutes like in regular yin. We're just maybe 2. So open the legs up to a comfortable opening and make sure that you're on something soft so that your heels are not on the hard floor. And we're not going to lean forward just yet. We're going to interlace the fingers behind the back and reach back and up, opening the chest so the hands are interlaced. Lifting the chest, lifting the chin and dropping the tailbone at the same time. Deep breaths. And then we're going to release the arms, bring the hands in front of us. Walk forward as far as you feel like you can right now, and we're going to hold there for about 1.5 minutes. Breathing deeply. Three more deep breaths. And then push yourself back out. Use your hands to pull the foot in so that you're lifting the knee and pulling the foot in. We're going to come, just sit for a second and cross-legged. Do a little bit of a cross-legged forward bend. So the feet are under the knees. Try to avoid the yogi sit, but rather like a square looking cross-legged. We're coming forward just for about 1.5 minutes, deep breaths. And by the way, you can pile the ankle on top of the knee. If your ankle is bent like this, it's not good for you. So it's either here or here. So if you're able to pile the shins without having a bend in the ankle, then you can come forward from here. Still about another minute, breathing deeply. Take 2 more deep breaths. And then slowly push yourself up. Of course, we're going to have to do the other side. So if your left foot is in front, then your right foot is now in front, like so, or it's on top. And then hinging at the hips, leaning forward. By the way, you should flex this top foot if you're in this, we call this fire log. And because the knee gets a little bit twisted, I guess you could say. So you want to flex the foot to keep that from happening. And then we'll breathe deeply here. More deep breaths. And then make your way up. We're going to come onto our hands and our knees now. So just do a little cat and cow just to get the spine all flexed up. Inhale, arch, looking up. And then exhale, round, tucking the pelvis, tucking the chin. And release, inhale, arch, looking up. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Back to neutral. Looking over the right shoulder at the right foot. Inhale. Then exhale, center. Looking over the left shoulder at the left foot. Inhale. Exhale, center. Again, over the right. And center. And left. And center. And then we'll reach the right arm forward and the left leg back, creating a little stability, pressing down into that right foot, pushing out of the left shoulder. Become long here. Deep breaths. And bring it down. And then we'll switch and lift. And bring it down. Inhale, switch and lift. And bring it down. One more time, switch and lift. And bring it down. Turn your toes under. Sit back on your heels. We're just going to breathe here for several breaths. Don't move your hands. And from here, we're going to do a little bit of arm work. So let's start in a real tabletop. You're going to sink back. You're going to part your arms wide and open the elbows out to the side as you slide your upper body through and up. And inhale like an upward dog, maybe not all the way, but somewhat. And then exhale back like a child's pose. And then again, slide your chest through. Your elbows are lifted, coming through. You're only going as low to the floor as your shoulders can manage without hurting. And back. Inhale, slide through. Exhale, back. Inhale, slide through. Exhale, back. Couple more. Inhale, coming through. Inhale and up. Exhale, back. Last one. Sliding as close to the floor as your shoulders will let you. And then up. And then from here, we're going to come into downward dog. Lifting the hips, sending the heels down, breathing deeply. Okay, you're going to walk your hands back to your feet. And then we're going to stand, standing forward bend for a moment. Let the head hang. Breathe deeply. And then we're going to walk the hands all the way forward into plank. We're going to hold plank. Breathe. You can do this from the knees too. Walking back into standing forward bend. Take a few breaths. And walking forward into plank. Draw the navel toward the spine, breathing deeply here. Okay, knees to the ground, belly to the ground, chest to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Right leg reaches up to the ceiling. And then steps between the hands coming into lunge. Keep your left hand down, reach your right hand back. Deep breaths. And then bring that hand down. We're going to step back into plank, holding plank. And then lower the body however you wish. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Watch the low backs here. You don't need to go all the way into the back bend. And then downward dog. And then left leg reaches up, steps between the hands. Keep the right hand down and reach the left hand back. And hands back down, stepping back into plank, holding plank. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. And this time we're going to walk the feet toward the hands, coming into standing forward bend. Bring the hands together behind the back, stretch and open and lift the arms. Taking deep breaths. And then release the arms, bending the knees, sweeping into chair pose. We're going to hold chair for a few breaths. And then slowly come to stand. Inhale, bring the hands together at the heart. Exhale. Inhale, reach up with a small back bend. Exhale, fall forward all the way down. Inhale, right foot steps back. Let's start with the knee down and then reach the arms up. Inhale. Hands back down, stepping back into plank. This is an option, okay? So we can lean into the left hand and bring either the foot in front or behind for support with the right arm up. And then come back all the way down. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg swings up. Steps between the hands, put the back knee down. Swing the arms up. Bring them down. Step forward, standing forward bend. Bend the knees, chair. Exhale, come to stand. Inhale, hands at the heart, exhale. Inhale, small back bend. Exhale, come down to the floor. Inhale, we're going to step the left foot back. This time we're going to keep the knee up and we're going to come into runners. Deep breaths. Hands down. Stepping back. This is optional. We're going to come up onto the right. Hand lifting up the left. You can use the foot behind or in front to support you. And then coming out, down to the floor. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left leg reaches up. Steps between the hands, coming into runner's lunge. Keep pushing into that left heel. Hands to the floor, stepping forward, drop the head, bend the knees, and chair pose. Exhale, come to stand. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, small back bend. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, right leg reaches up. We're going to step it back into a high lunge. So keep your heel lifted and lifting the arms. Breathe. We're going to turn this into a twist. Palms together, bringing the right elbow to the outside of the left knee and pressing into the hands, twisting. Bringing it back down, stepping back. Downward dog. Left leg reaches up. No, right leg, sorry. Right leg reaches up. And we're going to step that foot forward, coming into high lunge. So we're just kind of skipping a few parts here so we can get into the leg work. Good. Palms together, twisting, bringing the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, pressing into the palms and twisting. Breathing. Hands to the floor, stepping forward, dropping the head. We're going to just roll up this time. We'll stand in mountain for a moment. We're going to rise up onto the toes, lifting, Again, keeping the heels lifted, we're going to bend the knees and come down, but not all the way to the ground, just so we're in a squat, and then we're coming back up. Inhale, lift up. Bend the knees, coming down. One more time, up. And then finally we come all the way down. And we're going to just rest on the mat in Shavasana for at least a minute, taking deep breaths. So we're going to come into Plow. If you have a neck issue, you're just going to put your legs up and put a block under your pelvis, like this. Okay? But if you are up for it and you're feeling like you can handle the extension through the neck, you're going to press into the hands, lift the legs, shimmy the shoulders together, and bring your hands to your back. If your feet don't touch, that's okay. Relax the jaw. Walk your shoulders closer to each other. And breathe. Let's lift one leg toward the ceiling. And then bring that leg down. We'll lift the other leg toward the ceiling so we have separation between the legs. And bring that leg down, and then once it's down, together we'll bring both legs up. Hands on your back, squeeze your butt. Breathe here, relaxing the jaw and the feet. Then lower the legs toward the floor. Bring the hands to the mat. Roll out slowly. We'll hug the knees toward the chest for a little bit. Then we'll place the feet on the floor. Let the back settle down for a few breaths. When you're ready, we're going to press into the feet. Make sure the feet are parallel and toes are pointing forward. Pressing into the feet, lifting the hips, bringing the hands together, shimmying the shoulders under the back, lifting up through the hips, breathing, not letting your knees splay out. And then maybe lift one leg toward the ceiling and bring it down. And the other leg. Bring it down. And release the hands, coming toward the floor with the back one vertebra at a time. We're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee and lift back up and lower down a bit and up and down, up, down, up. Keep going. Breathe, lift, push. A few more. Okay, bring it down. Switch the cross, left ankle over right knee. Press into the right foot, lift, up. Keep going. Breathing. One more, and come down. And keeping the cross here, you're going to bring your right leg in, and we're coming into a glute stretch. Breathing deeply. More breaths. And then we'll lower the right foot. Bring the left foot to the floor. Cross the right foot over the left ankle, bring the left knee, right ankle over left knee, and bring the left knee in towards you. more deep breaths. We'll hug both knees into the chest. Rock a little bit. We should come into happy baby here. So grabbing the feet, pulling the knees toward the armpits. Deep breaths. From here, bring the knees back to the chest. We're going to lower the legs over to the left side, opening up the right arm into a T shape. So you just want to let the legs drop over, relaxing them down. You can have something between the knees if you like to make it a bit more comfortable. Let that right shoulder drop. Deepening the breath into the back and side of the lungs. Maybe you want to wrap the top leg over the bottom leg. Take 3 more deep breaths here. And then we'll unravel the legs, bring them back into the chest, give them a hug. Deep breaths. And then we're going to lower the legs over to the right side. Left arm out to the side in a T shape, letting the left shoulder drop back. Releasing through the low back and breathing deeply there. might want to wrap the top leg around the bottom. It's optional. Let's take 3 more deep breaths. And draw the knees back into the chest, give them a hug. We're going to do 2 more yin-like poses, lifting the hips, placing a block or a bolster or a blanket under the pelvis, parting the feet, dropping the knees in. We're just going to be here for about 3 or 4 minutes, breathing deeply. About 5 more deep breaths here. And then on the exhale, draw the navel to the spine, bring the knees in toward the chest. Give them a hug. And then we'll push the block out. Roll to your side. Make your way up briefly. We're going to place the block or a roll or a blanket or whatever you have behind you. And then we're going to come into a mild back bend. If you need something under your head, put something under your head. You can have the arms out to the sides. And we'll be here for about 4 minutes, breathing deeply. Really filling up the chest. Gently rock the head from side to side. And then roll over to your side, using your arm to cradle your head, coming off your plow. I'll be here for a few breaths into the back. And then press into your hand, push yourself up, rounding your back. Coming to a seated position. I'm going to do a little breathing practice before we close. So this is just going to be a 1-to-2 ratio. So you're going to inhale, fill up for 4. Exhale to 8, slowly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale slowly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to your natural breath. And then we'll chant together Om 3 times, sitting up tall. Take a deep breath. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.